a city wrapped in history and culture, the most populous city in Maryland, the city of Baltimore, founded in 1729, is home to 620,000 people with a density of 7,500 per square mile. But for 4 days next week, it will add about another 10,000 as for the 11th and final time, BronyCon comes home. This is your preview to BronyCon 2019, and this is Red Card speaking. I will be giving you a somewhat brief overview of what lays ahead in the coming week. This event will take place again at the Baltimore Convention Center from Thursday, August 1st through Sunday, August 4th, 2019. Leading off the guests of honor, first up is Rebecca Shoyket, the voice of Sunset Shimmer and the singing voice of Twilight Sparkle. Next we have Andrea Libman, the voice of Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, Nicole Oliver, the voice of Princess Celestia and Cheerilee, Caffey Wesselock, the voice of Spike and the Mayor, Michelle Creeber, the voice of Apple Bloom, Britt McKillop, the voice of Princess Cadence, writer M.A. Larson, director Jason Thiessen, IDW artists Sarah Richard, Tony Fleeks, and Andy Price. Then you have singer, actor, musician Gabriel Brown, aka Black Griffin, and then some pretty big names, the original creator of My Little Pony, Bonnie Zackerly, and the developer of Generation 4 for My Little Pony, Lauren Faust. And then we have some community guests to talk about AC Racebess, a YouTuber and the creator of Bronies React alongside Saberspark. Then doing the charity auction, Full Papers and Dusty Cat, artists Trish Forstner, NC Mares, Brendan Dunn, aka I'm Drunk on Tea, and artist/animator Alumex. And then Anthology 7 coordinators Jake Wyman and Jay Haller, voice actress The Lost Narrator, YouTuber and writer Obob Scribbler, fanfic writers Monochromatic Jeffrey C. Wells, aka Skywriter, Horizon voice actor Jesse Nowak, aka Nowacking, and then YouTuber, reviewer, writer, comic artist, and host of the After the Fact series Silver Quill, and then you have Scope and YouTuber Magpie Pony, and then animator Minty Root. That's it for the guests of honor and community guests for BronyCon 2019. In terms of the hours of operation, there is really not much information to go on, except for on Wednesday. There will be pre-reg badge pickup on Wednesday night from 6:30 until 10 p.m. The location has not yet been announced. Autograph hours have also yet to be announced. Next up is the BronyPalooza lineup. There will be 3 nights of BronyPalooza. The biggest being probably on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Leading off is Hallowpoint at 7 o'clock, then at 7:40, 7th Element at 8:20, John Kenza. At 8:55, Your Enigma. 9:30 is Geek Brony. Loop Hoof goes on at 10:05 p.m. Elevative goes on at 10:40. At 11:15 p.m., Flight Rush. Rectifier goes on at 11:50 p.m. That's 11:50. Changeling goes on at 12:25 a.m. and then at 1 a.m. The anchor of BronyPalooza for Thursday night, Scratch Attack. On Friday night at 11 p.m., Vinyltastic at 11:35, Violet Pony at 12:10 a.m. It's unknown who's going to be performing at that time. I'm assuming it's going to be a surprise, and then at 1 a.m. Silverhound will be performing. Finally, on Saturday at 8 p.m., leading off is Michelle Creeber along with Black Griffin and Basic. And then at 9:40 p.m. on Saturday night, the BronyPalooza Super Band featuring Luck Rock, Crusader, Sierra the Wolf, P1K, and the Wonderbolts. And then finally at 1 a.m., Eurobeat Brony. Next, I have to talk about my schedule. This is also subject to change. On Thursday from 6 until 6:30 p.m., obviously opening ceremonies in the main events hall. And then from 7 until 11 p.m., I will be at the baseball game. The Toronto Blue Jays will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in this American League matchup. On Friday morning from 9 until 11 a.m., the Royal Princess Brunch in the Hall of the Stars. Dine with the princesses of Equestria as they host a wonderful Summer Sun Celebration breakfast meet and greet. Enjoy a variety of breakfast foods and beverages with the Royal Court. Attendees will be given the chance for a souvenir photo op to remember the event. Brunch tickets must be purchased in advance at BronyCon.org/cafe. I should also mention that all tickets for the Royal Princess Brunch have been sold out. At 11:15 a.m. until 12:15 p.m. in the Hall of the Sun, who would win? Rainbow Dash versus the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Who would win? Saber Spark and friends explore some of the strangest matchups in fiction possible. For an hour from 12:30 until 1:30, Cosplay and Design 101 in the Hall of the Moon. A panel of award-winning veteran cosplayers will show you the basics of the amazing hobby of cosplaying, from history to practice. In the Hall of the Moon from 3 p.m. until 4 p.m., Ask a Pony. Too many Pinkie Pies? Uh-oh. We're suddenly seeing doubles upon doubles of Pinkie Pies. Pinkie and Pinkie and Pinkie and Pinkie are ready to answer questions and some fun. From 4 until 5:30 p.m. in the main events hall, whose line is it anyway? Quick wit and epic fails ahead as Saber Spark, AC Race Bests, Black Griffin, and others perform live improv comedy. It's all made up. Who knows what will happen on stage? Everything is made up and the points don't matter. From 7 p.m. until 11 p.m., probably the seminal event of the weekend in the main events hall for the first time since 2016, the Grand Galloping Gala returns to the main events hall. On behalf of the Princess of Friendship, Twilight Sparkle, we cordially invite you to attend this year's Grand Galloping Gala. Join us for dancing, wonderful music, and so much more. After all, what could possibly go wrong? Formal attire is required for this event. See the full dress code on BronyCon's website at bronycon.org/gala. I will get to that in just a minute. On Saturday from 11:15 a.m. until 12:15 p.m., Riffing is Magic in the Hall of the Sun. Join Saber Spark and his friends as they rip on some of the worst pony-related movies out there. In the Hall of the Sun, from 12:30 until 1:30, dancing with Step 2 Harmony. Step 2 Harmony returns to BronyCon for the second year in a row. Sing along to some of your favorite Equestria Girls songs as Step 2 Harmony performs this audience interactive experience. In the Hall of the Stars, from 1:45 p.m. until 2:45 p.m., it's Ask the Apples. Ask all of your burning apple-related questions in an interactive Q&A with the whole Apple family. And then finally, the final event for me on Saturday in the main events hall from 5:30 until 6:30 is the premiere of Ponies the Anthology 7. Be the first to witness the 7th installment of the Ponies the Anthology, a 1-hour video compilation of MLP jokes, parodies, and pop culture references. Consider camping in line the night before to guarantee a seat. Then on Sunday, from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. in the Hall of the Sun, the Ponies Court. Order in the court. The Honorable Judge Twilight invites you to serve out justice at Ponyville Court. Be a part of the show as the jury, and choose which ponies are innocent or guilty. From 12:30 until 1:30 in the Hall of the Sun, Bonnie Zackerly, Stories and Experiences. Join the original My Little Pony creator Bonnie Zackerly as she discusses how the world of MLP was created and where it led her. And then again in the Hall of the Sun from 1:45 until 2:45, the Grand Galloping Gala, a retrospective. Join past and present cast members of the Grand Galloping Gala as they discuss what goes into making the Grand Galloping Gala the best night of BronyCon ever. And then in the main events hall from 4 until 5 is closing ceremonies. Probably an event that will have everyone needing tissues at the end of the night. This next segment should probably go without saying. General rules of the convention. BronyCon is a family-friendly convention. Please help us keep it that way. We welcome fans of all ages and want to create a fun and safe weekend for every pony. In short, if you wouldn't see it in the show, don't bring it into the convention. Obviously, respect your fellow con-goers. Do not engage in any behavior that may threaten, harass, or harm others. Ask permission first each time before taking pictures or touching other attendees, and respect that person's right to say no. If you are being harassed, threatened, or harmed, or see it happening to someone else and you do not feel comfortable handling it yourself, please report it to our security staff, to the BronyCon security staff, as soon as you can. Follow our cosplay and prop policy. What's illegal outside the convention is illegal inside the convention. Please don't steal, fight, use illegal drugs, or do anything that's illegal in Baltimore, Maryland, or the general United States. Follow the convention center policies. Please don't sell things if you're not a vendor, sleep in public areas, or drink alcohol in the Baltimore Convention Center. Don't smoke, including e-cigarettes, inside or near the doors of the convention center or while waiting in lines. If convention center staff ask you to stop doing something, that means stop doing it. Obey all directions given to you by staff members. If you have a problem with a staff member, follow their directions first, then ask to see their supervisor. The anti-harassment policy. If someone's behavior makes you feel unwelcome, unsafe, or uncomfortable, that is considered harassment. BronyCon does not allow harassment of any kind, including but not limited to behaviors such as stalking, offensive comments, hate speech, bathroom policing, inappropriate or unwelcome physical contact, recording or taking pictures without permission, and repeatedly disrupting conversations you have been asked to leave. The aforementioned comments or hate speech could be in relation to age, race or ethnicity, color, citizenship or national origin, relationship status, sexual orientation, gender identity or presentation, appearance, clothing, body size, pregnancy, disability, or religion. This list is not an exhaustive list. Keep your hands to yourself, respect your fellow attendees, keep an eye out on what you say to people and how you act around them. Take notice of people's preferences as displayed on the color communication badges. Remember, cosplay is not consent. Just because someone is in costume, it doesn't give you the right, or doesn't give you permission to take a picture or touch their costume. Ask first, and if they tell you no, respect that. If you feel harassed or see someone else being harassed, notify a staff member immediately. You are also within your rights to ask the harasser to stop on your own. Once notified, BronyCon's staff will take any action necessary to stop the behavior up to and including the badge revocation and expulsion from convention premises. The convention will also take steps to help you feel safe again at your request, such as escorting you to a place you feel safe, contacting your friends or family for you, or contacting Baltimore City Police. This policy applies without exception to everyone at the convention, including attendees, panelists, vendors, guests, convention staff, and venue staff. Wearing your badge. This should go without saying, you must wear your badge at all times on the convention premises. You must wear your badge while inside the convention space at all times. The badge must be worn on the front of your person, and the whole badge should be visible. Make sure you have it ready to present when entering a badged area like the marketplace, main events hall, or BronyPalooza. Staff members may ask to inspect your badge at any time. Kids. Attendees who are under 13, who are 13 years old or under must be accompanied by an adult who is at least 18 years old while in the convention space. If you are registering a child who is 13 or under, please include emergency contact information with the registration information so that the convention has someone to call should the child become separated from their adult or guardian or should an emergency happen. This segues into Crusader Clubhouse. The Crusaders Clubhouse is only open to attendees 13 years old or younger, and their accompanying adults. Adults who are not supervising children will not be allowed in the room or at the doorway. Adults must stay with their children at all times, including in the clubhouse. They are not allowed to drop their children off at the clubhouse and leave. I already elaborated on this previously, but I will go again anyway. Smoking. There is no smoking allowed in any part of the convention space. If you smoke outside, you must be at least 10 feet from any entrance to the Baltimore Convention Center. This policy also applies to other forms of nicotine delivery such as e-cigarettes, vaporizers, and hookahs, even if they don't contain nicotine. And then alcohol. No alcohol is allowed in any part of the convention space. If you are in the convention space and have alcohol or appear to be intoxicated, you will be asked to leave. This policy also covers the sky bridge between the Baltimore Convention Center and the Hilton Hotel. This is just a brief overview of the policies for BronyCon, but all of them can be found under the policies page on BronyCon's website at bronycon.org/policies. Finally, another piece of policy I should get into: the Grand Galloping Gala. The gala is considered to be a quote-unquote semi-formal / formal event. It is the one event that asks attendees to dress up formal and enjoy an evening of music and performances. Besides, it's fun to get dressed up fancy every once in a while. Also, cross-gender attire is acceptable as long as the person is dressed formally. If you wouldn't wear it to a wedding, the theater / symphony, or a formal work event, it won't be allowed in the gala. For ladies, long to tea-length dresses or skirts. This means to the floor or to just about your knee. Dress pants and blouses are acceptable. Dress military uniform will be accepted as well. Formal dressed cosplay. Shoes, a dressy heel or flat would be considered acceptable. No Converse, sneakers, or combat boots will be accepted. If for a medical reason you are unable to wear heels for long periods of time, please contact the staff at cosplay@bronycon.org so they can assist you. For gentlemen, shirts and tops. Collared shirts, be it polos, dress, or tuxedo. Ties are strongly encouraged. A jacket is also strongly encouraged. Pants. Dress slacks or khakis are permitted. Military dress uniforms and full tuxedos are welcome. Formal dress cosplay. This means that if the character is dressed in a nice suit, dress, or something of the formal variety. Shoes. Dress shoes only, please. No sneakers will be permitted. If you're unable to wear dress shoes for a long period of time, please also contact cosplay@bronycon.org via email so they can assist you. Dress attire that is considered unacceptable. Guests who appear in the following attire will not be allowed entry into the gala, including but not limited to ripped jeans, t-shirts, casual tank tops, speedos, mini shorts, mini skirts, short shorts or mini skirts, sweatpants, pajamas, props without costume, revealing or inappropriate dress, and sport hats. Anything that is considered to be casual streetwear, activewear, or intimate wear is considered to be inappropriate at this event. The cosplay dress code, formal cosplay is only formal cosplay is allowed. What does this mean? If the character is dressed in a nice suit, dress, or something of the formal variety. For example, Sailor Moon in her battle gear / fuku would not be acceptable. Sailor Moon in her princess dress would be allowed. You are more than welcome to create a formal look for your character, for example, wearing a character wig with a nice dress or suit. All costumes must follow the BronyCon cosplay rules and guidelines. Fursuiters, full fursuits are allowed, but we encourage you try a partial suit with formal wear. This event will have interactive portions and the room can become crowded at times. Be sure your suit has proper vision and ventilation or have a handler present to help you. Only one guest can be considered your handler. Children under the age of 13 are strongly encouraged to dress formally as well. The cast and crew of the Grand Galloping Gala want to create a special and magical evening for all guests of all ages. Theater etiquette. Every year with the Grand Galloping Gala, audience participation is encouraged. That being said, please understand the following for the performance. It is requested that the actors are given the utmost respect while they are on stage. For the actors' safety, no flash photography while the actors are on stage. Do not harass or grab or force yourself onto the actors, as this is a violation of BronyCon's code of conduct. Additional gala rules and guidelines. This event prohibits all, emphasis on all outside food or drink. This includes bottled drinks and packaged snacks. Guests will be asked to dispose of all outside food and drink before they are allowed entry into the room. Water stations and cups will be provided within the ballroom for guests. Alcohol and illegal substances are not permitted within the ballroom or within the Baltimore Convention Center. If guests are acting suspicious and appear to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, security will remove them from the gala and the BCC premises, as well as possible consequences that may follow. Silly string, water pistols, shaving cream, and any projectile props that may potentially stain or ruin clothing are prohibited within the ballroom, and users will be removed from the gala if they are found to be using any. Noisemakers of any kind or portable stereos are not allowed within the event. This is a formal dance event, and it is requested that the guests please behave with respect and decency. Any person participating in an activity that may be seen as harmful, rude, or disrespectful will be asked to leave the ballroom. This next one applies to BronyCon in general. Sexual harassment or harassment of any kind will not be tolerated at BronyCon or at the Grand Galloping Gala. Please review BronyCon's anti-harassment policy and respect the space and feelings of all guests and actors at the event. Also, please remember to follow all the general BronyCon rules. That pretty much does it for all the technical stuff for BronyCon. This is, as previously said, this will be the final event for BronyCon this year. And but BronyCon has also said themselves there will be other pony conventions that you can go to. BronyCon, it's not just BronyCon. There will be other conventions like Ponyville Cider Fest, Everfree Northwest, BabsCon. HarmonyCon in Dallas. They're all over the country, and there are others all over the world. So I would recommend checking them out as well. But it also begs suggesting to also take this weekend to remember the good times that were had at this convention over the past 9 years. And for those of you who who have been to this convention before, there are quite a bit of memories. For those of you who are coming to BronyCon for the first time this year, you're in for one hell of a ride, and you probably one that you won't forget. BronyCon will be taking place at the Baltimore Convention Center next Thursday, August 1st through Sunday, August 4th, 2019. Pre-registration online is closed, but there will be at-the-door registration at the convention. Also, BronyCon has also announced that because of higher than anticipated registration numbers this year, they are considering putting a badge cap on this year's event, because they have so much limited space this year, and not a whole lot of space to fit the attendees. So just keep that in mind, that if you want to register at the door, you may be turned away. That's pretty much it. BronyCon at the Baltimore Convention Center from August 1st through the 4th, 2019. I will be going down Wednesday, and I'll see you guys there. Enjoy the weekend, everyone. See you in Baltimore next week. Bye-bye.